Dames and heren, and welcome back to Astroneer. And I'm joined by Tim.
Howdy.
So you may notice, like, from last episode, there's been a few changes. Firstly, we're wearing VR goggles, but yeah, that's not the change.
It's part of the change.
Well, it's part of the change because part of the event. And then we have the big auto extractor behind, because I don't think we didn't do the video of that, did we, last time?
No, we messed around with some of the new stuff because obviously we got the automation update that dropped last week.
Yeah. So
and we goofed around a little bit with it, but we didn't.
No.
We didn't do anything. So we have a basic handle on some of the new content.
Yeah, the logic stuff we don't.
No, we're still working on that.
Yeah. Well, the medium resource canisters are here, and these hold 32. And there is a large one, which it doesn't.
In my hand.
Yeah, and that holds like 400 resources. So the idea is, are you wanting the robot arm as well? Because I probably will need.
Yeah, I need the robot arm, and I need. Wow, that's a just barely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now the problem here is that we also need
platforms.
one platform.
We have we've got a platform here, and we had that spare platform over there.
Yeah. Where's all our packagers? Where'd those end up?
They are on the. Should be
end up on the
back. I don't think I left them on the rocket. Did I?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing on the rocket. Oh, I found. I see them. I see them.
There's a couple there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab one. I'm just gonna package up this extra.
Okay.
So I think also from last time, we did a little bit of decoration of the base.
Yeah, I went scrapping actually. I went on a major scrap run with a big shredder and everything. And then while I was gone, Tim decided, I'm going to change the look of the base. So he basically, he still wants to take the black colour, this black paving on the floor, and he wants to colour all the white to make it look better. He added the floodlights. And he just rearranged things. I think it was in preparation for the automation update, we did it this way.
Yeah.
You did it this way, and then
Okay, this is awesome.
What?
I was wondering where I was going to put the large platform package up.
Yeah.
The only available slot, which works, is on top of the auto extractor.
Oh, okay.
So we now have like a massive tower. Now, thankfully, the massive tower, when we go underground, that'll probably just like clip through the train without any issue.
You hope.
Well, based on what I've seen, like when I grabbed one of these medium storage silos when we were on one of our previous mining runs on one of the planets, I was walking down into the cave with it, and it was just like clipping through the ceiling without any issues. So I think because it's attached, it will just clip through the ceiling where needed.
Yeah.
At least I hope. Based on experience, that's what should happen.
Well, yeah. We do still have. I don't know where you've disappeared to now. Ah, okay, you're there. It's fine. I'm gonna move the compound for now.
Right. So the goal here is that we need aluminum. We finished off the tier 1 stuff with the new event, which is the automated mass production protocol.
Yeah, that's why.
Tier 1 wanted compound, which is why we have the auto extractor. And we're messing around with the auto arm to auto fill it up. So the next step wants aluminum. So
And that's why we have the VR goggles.
right. And we get it says right there on the listing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm so blind because I was asking you earlier, like when we unlocked that, I said, "Oh yeah, we unlocked VR vision, but I don't know what it is." So I look to the right on that line; it says it's a mask.
Yeah.
So yeah, the next thing is the gearhead, which is a hat, and then we get the third thing, which is metal gear, which is a visor.
Oh, okay.
I could definitely use another hat because the only hat I
need another.
Is the Christmas one.
Yeah, I need another hat.
So, because unfortunately we were gone for like 6 months, so we totally missed the that other event that would have unlocked.
What was the other event?
That was the scrapping event.
Oh yeah. Well, we'd have managed it. Probably.
Yeah, because it shows up in the customization. There was, if I look under hats, there's the 4 ml attire. Oh, formal attire. Yeah, okay, I just got that. And it says unlock by achieving the first goal of the Exo Dynamics delivery quest.
Yeah.
Which is not uncomfortable. And there was also the turret porter mask.
Yeah. The one thing that I will actually quickly show off, there is a store, there's a shop, and so basically any masks or visors that you get through these events, they will not appear here. They won't appear in the store. Okay. Did you clip through the ground?
Not to me.
Okay, you kind of went somewhere and then disappeared, then come back.
Yeah, I was just kind of getting lined up with this hole.
I like the look of the emergency broadcast visor, but because it's the old TV signal. You know, the red, yellow, and the black and white lines, or whatever it is.
You're looking at the store?
Yeah.
Which
visors, emergency broadcast.
Visor. Oh yeah, that is kind of cool.
But the thing is, I would not pay. I know this is going to sound harsh to a lot of people. Yes, I paid for season passes for games, but yes, that has given me content for free.
They paid for it.
But I'd already kind of paid for it. Because I'd paid, I don't know, let's see, what was it, Elite? Not Elite Dangerous. Like Farming Sim, for example. The price of their season pass. What was it, was it $29.99, something like that? £20.99, something like that. If I can remember. But all the DLC that we got would add up to a lot more than that season pass price, or if not equivalent. And the pricing, what is it, 1,000 for a suit? And the price.
Yeah, I mean the pricing basically kind of, at least for US dollars, is about $1 per 100 of their virtual currency.
Yeah, so if you're basically, I would have to be spending, that's $9 and just under $10 for a suit. 1,100 or whatever the hell it is. You know, because you get an additional bonus. But for that $10, that is £8 for one. Well, it's £8 and 8p current conversion rate for a suit.
Yeah, it does seem a little high. You know, at the end of the day, though, I mean,
I know it's a business.
If that's of value to you, then
yeah,
so be it.
It's an optional purchase.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not.
No.
You know, I mean, there's some neat stuff in there that I wouldn't mind having, but I'm like, you know, like some of the masks and stuff. But I'm not going to spend like basically $5 for a mask.
No.
In a game that I'm enjoying right now, but I mean, it's, you know, it's going to be pretty useless to me later when I'm no longer playing the game. What?
Are you drilling?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm just sitting here.
I'm behind you.
Okay. I'm going to see how this works. The problem is I don't think I can turn the paver on and off separately from the drill.
So they'll go together.
Yeah, which is, I don't think, going to be all that useful to me here. Oh, come on, baby. All right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to see what happens.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to clip. Okay. Oh. Okay. It actually went underground.
Tunnel's widening. And yeah, the the paver is now going into the ground. I'm just going to lift this up and try and get a nice curvature.
I mean, what does...
Up. Up, you bastard.
Oh, I was waiting for that. It's kind of... See?
Yeah, you're just waiting for me to start cursing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
That was really weird because when I looked... Because of the draw distance, it looked like you had nothing on your back. If you know what I mean. Okay, this could be interesting.
Okay, so this seems to be working so far, and I can kind of adjust the level that I'm at as I go.
The interesting thing is, though, didn't we have a separate tether line going down there?
We did. I kind of broke the tether line. Coming down. So, because as the ground was getting adjusted.
We've got spare tethers there.
Okay.
Yeah, the tether line's been broke. I'm gonna let you...
Coming up to... you're gonna let me what?
Yeah, I'm gonna just turn away and let you carry on because I was getting FPS drop.
Okay, I'm actually glad I went with the paver and driller combo, because I'm able to actually properly flatten this area out, and I just came to what may have been a problematic hole that I was able to drive right over because the paver just kind of like filled it in as I went.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I can take out these plants without any issue.
That's good. No, what I was doing was just letting you carry on because I was getting a bit of like frame drop and stuff. Getting a bit of lag for following.
Okay, so I found some zinc. That doesn't help us.
I can kind of guess where you've gone.
Yeah, just follow the giant path.
Yeah.
It's not that. Yeah, it's pretty easy to see where the heck I've gone.
Okay, so this, that compound.
'Cause I think we're gonna need sphalerite, I think, for the final tier.
What the hell is this?
What are you? You are... Okay, yeah. That's the laterite stuff.
What did you drive past? Was that quartz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I drove past some quartz. So I might end up trucking some stuff on the ground because I have 0 in the way of any storage on this vehicle. But it's going to try and mine up if I get close to anything. I'm trying to avoid going over any sort of larger resource that we don't want.
Yeah.
I was just scouting ahead a little bit, and I think...
That's fun.
I got... Oh, whoops. Helps if I turn it on. Okay. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to do with some resources on the ground. I'm trying to avoid this zinc.
Yeah.
I think I got a resource of what we're looking for to my left.
Yeah, if you check that.
Okay, popping out. And yeah, that looks like what we're after. Aluminum. Okay.
Okay.
Problem is though, it's in the wall.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pop this auto extractor off. I'm just curious if it'll register any material here. And I mean, can I mount it to the wall? Yeah, I can. Okay, hold on. Boom. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know we could do that.
What? Mounted
Yeah,
to
we
the
can
wall.
just, yeah, we can mount it to the wall or ceiling or whatever the heck we want. That's nuts. I don't know how much that really helps us in the grand scheme of things, because we still need to be able to use the auto arm on it.
Come on, girl.
I do wonder, can we...
Is that scrap?
Huh? What?
Yeah, that looks like scrap down here. Yeah, it is. Damn. I know where some scrap is for some more scrap now. Down in the cave. Round the corner.
That's cool.
Yeah, what?
What?
Well, apart from the back trailer looks like this back trailer's wheel is like
Looks like it's in the ground.
yeah, one's in the air.
Right.
No, I kind of just noticed a couple.
I'm kind of liking this the large rover tunneler.
Hmm.
That was fun.
Did you notice the stellar object?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And then what's that round here? It's like a bluey ready. I have no idea what symbols.
Blue ready?
It's like a
Yeah, that's more sphalerite as well. That's more
okay.
aluminum. So, but I got a larger deposit over here.
Yeah, don't worry about the graphics glitch. Like, I've got one wheel that's in the air, one wheel that's in the ground, and then another wheel that's in the ground.
Oh, do you? Yeah, the wheels look fine to me now that you're out of the vehicle. And the wheels...
And what about the large road, the trailer?
Oh, no, the wheels on the bus look fine. I mean, they're not going round and round at the moment, but they look fine.
Okay.
So,
right.
all right, so that's an absolutely crazy place to put this thing, but look at the meter on the side. That's quite a bit of resource right there.
But
Yeah, I do realize what the butt is here. Um, but
What's the but then?
I wonder, I wonder if, well, because I believe your butt is like, how do we actually get the resources off of it
No.
at that angle? What?
How the hell are we going to power it?
Well, I mean, we can flatten the area and get the rover close enough.
Yeah. Well, the resources would come off it probably if the robot arm would reach.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So,
We'd
because
have
I was
to
thinking that.
quickly stay here and watch and see.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and I think it's a good kind of science experiment.
We're always experimenting.
All the time. That's what life is all about.
Okay, so now I walked away from the trailer and walked back to the trailer. The trailer's fine again. Okay, so it is sort of fixing itself. It's fine.
So I wonder if we can raise up the ground here.
Alright.
And then kind of flatten. Let's see, let me find a point here. Flatten from there.
Right, and you need to make a ramp.
So, because this is where we could put the platform here with the robo arm, and it might be able to grab it right from that.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we do need to figure out how we're going to deal with the rover. Well, if we know what if we know that's the height, I wonder if I can back the rover up and get it to kind of ramp up to that using the paver.
Well, you could. Did I just? Yeah, I thought I did. Sorry.
So let me see if I can back this bus up.
It's not the pie bus. We
No, this is not a party. This is very serious work.
Yeah, the party bus was like, this is part of the original party bus that I'm in.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay,
the drill?
so let's see. So it's the drill slash paver. Okay, can I get that angle right? Come on, baby. Come on.
Oh,
Go up.
Oh,
Up.
that's too
Up.
high.
Am I too high?
I don't know.
Can you...
One second.
I've effectively broken it.
Yeah, you did. It is the right height there. If you just...
Okay, let me turn that off. And
If we...
well, let's see if this can work. Okay, so I'm going to pop off of this. If we take this and kind of rotate it around a little bit, just so that the oh, come on, no, not that way. Yeah, there we go. Now, of course, we'll have to take the paver and drill off to wire it up, right?
Bit
It
more
doesn't.
forward.
Okay. Just need to go just a little bit more forward on this. Okay.
Can we not just put the paver and the drill on the back trailer for now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Okay, so we need the platform. Whoops. Platform. That's not a platform. Where's my platform? Oh, it's on top of the drill. That's right. Forgot where the platform was. Okay, so the platform will go right here. Unpack that.
Oof.
Then we get the robot arm. We'll go on that side.
I'm not.
So let's move. Whoops. Move this over just a little bit. Yeah. So we can put this in the middle. That's going to be where the resources go.
There's no point putting an RTG on there, is there really?
No. Well, actually, I suppose so.
Well,
It blocks off that those slots so that resources don't go on it.
true.
So that they only go in a canister.
Yeah, but the robot arm wouldn't put in there, would it? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
So, and we need... that's the only problem, is we get a little bit of a wiring snafu.
Well...
Because we can't put the RTG, technically, we didn't think about this.
Hang on.
So, because the robot arm needs to be powered.
Problem solved.
Oh.
I'll just disconnect the back trailer for now.
Oh, good job. All right. Well played, sir. Well played. So, okay, so I think that's good there. Now we can just see if the robot arm wants to collect this or not.
Yeah.
At this range. Okay, so we can turn on the extractor. Boom. I did not know you could put those on walls. That is awesome.
Didn't either.
Yeah, well, I did it by accident because I went to place it down like near the resource on the ground level, and I saw it kind of like rotate, and the little white placement icon went onto the wall. I was like, can I do this? And I left clicked, and yeah, it just like clamped onto the wall.
Is this on?
So
or
you
off?
could. It was on. Yeah, it's on.
Is it? Because it sat down for me.
Yeah, it's on. I mean, I see it animating.
We're having a client-side issue then, aren't we? No, I meant the robot arm.
Oh, what about the robot arm? Oh yeah, the robot arm was not on.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the.
No. Okay, so we're nearly full on this ladder, right? It should effectively get it, maybe? Yep.
Yes, it do.
Okay. Alright.
All right. Mission accomplished.
Yep.
Do you want me to get out of your way?
I need to grab this.
Okay. So, and yeah, we are getting some drain on this. Like the auto extractor, because the 2 RTGs should power that like fully. And I had the robot arm off, but it was still draining power from the large rover. I wonder if that's simply just because the levels match, it just kind of drained from the rover first before relying on power generation. But either way, it's still running. I mean, the large rover is toast on power, but I mean, the extractor's still running.
See, I've got the visual bug again where it says there's nothing in there.
Yeah, I got 1 of 400.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's weird.
But yeah,
hopefully they'll fix that.
Like I said,
it's not. I mean, it's not like a critical bug or anything, but at the same time,
but that was the good. See, because that's gone in there and it now says 1 for me, so that I know that's 2 for you. But the interesting thing was because, like I said, I remember you obviously bringing this down as a train, but then I was thinking, well, hopefully that it will connect from the back as well, because obviously we connect via cable plug at the back.
Yeah.
So that's quite handy, because then you don't have to, obviously if you need to move it, you can bring the second trailer, but then you can just power it off one rover, depending on...
Yeah, this seems to be a decent kind of modular mobile mining setup.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we were looking for speed, then obviously we could have like multiple auto extractors, but they're so freaking big that,
yeah, it's awkward.
I mean, for our purposes here, I think the best thing is it does its thing, and we can go off and do other things.
Yeah.
Whatever those other things may be.
I don't know.
So, I'm also looking at the tunnel I created. Man, that's crazy looking. It looks a lot cooler, it looks a lot bigger in this rover.
See, because there is, like I said, there's scrap there.
Oh yeah.
Do
I
we-
thought you meant like actually like scrap.
No.
Like it had already been scrapped. But yeah,
Oops.
damaged stuff is par for the course.
I kind of just pinged a organic.
Yeah, I saw that. Went flying.
And this is a handy little thing. We've got a little... Oh, yeah, we'll put the RTG back on the base, but we've got our own little mining transport car.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like the way that turned out. Nice little curved ramp.
Yeah. I can't see the cameras. Okay. So now...
Oh. Alright, that worked out pretty well. That worked out better than
There you go.
I thought it might. So, now we can... I'm just going to steal the RTG.
Yeah, I was just going to park it up.
Yeah, you should have enough power.
I have
to do
enough
that.
power to park up. So yeah, we've got our own little mining transport car, and we've now got that down below ground. Because we did have, like I said, we had the auto extractor. Hopefully I've got enough oxygen to run all over here. So I've still got compound resource, obviously showing, and I've got a bit of an audio bug, because I don't think the thing's under there. Do you hear the auto extractor from there or not?
No, my audio is kind of low though, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hear it.
Like I said, I've got a couple of audio bugs, but it's fine. It's
Yeah, which seems to be
happens.
just on the network side of the fence.
So basically, all we've got to do now for this EXO request platform is we have to get 200 of... What was this thing again? Is it just aluminium, or is it...
Yeah, it's aluminum, yeah.
Well, that's going to take a while. At that speed, it'll take a while. But
Yeah.
we've got other things
But
we can be doing in the
thankfully,
meantime.
Yeah, I mean, if that thing's able to fill that entire container, that's 400 aluminum, which is good because we were going to need the aluminum for one of the other phases too,
Yeah.
because it goes from aluminum to, I think, then wanting the aluminum alloy.
We think, yeah.
According to the icons, I think.
And then...
Which, the aluminum alloy, again, we're going to need, in order to make that, we're going to need another, 100, because it's 100 aluminum alloy, I think, at once. So we'll need another 100 aluminum in order to do that. But we're also going to need other things.
Yeah.
Copper.
Well, we have
For the
some
aluminum alloy.
copper.
Yeah, but we're going to need, 100 copper.
We're going to need a lot of copper.
Yeah, we need a lot more than we have. Because I think it's just the 1-to-1.
So I'm guessing...
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got the hydrazine. Why is this not still doing hydrazine? Oh, I might have run out of hydrogen.
You probably... Yeah, because we've got a lot of nitrogen.
Yeah, too much.
So what's nitrogen used for then?
I don't know, something. One of the recipes wants nitrogen.
And we've got some argon at the back as well. Methane, helium, sulfur, helium. Oh yeah, we need to go back and pick up some resources at some point.
Oh yeah. Now, malachite for the copper, like I mentioned earlier, at least according to the planet listing...
You said Colorado, didn't you?
Well, malachite is technically here as a secondary resource. But I don't recall...
Well, we haven't found any yet.
I don't recall seeing any malachite.
No, I don't remember seeing some.
So, because I mean, sphalerite, sure, but malachite I don't recall seeing. So Calidor, it's a primary resource. And that might be kind of a...
Have we been to Calidor?
Unclear. I mean, I remember... Yes, I'm pretty sure we did go to Calidor. Remember when we were doing our runs for gifts?
Yeah.
I do recall doing a landing there with our rover and doing a circle around the landing site at Calidor.
We must have done. Because I had an achievement for it.
Yeah. So yeah, we have been to Calidor.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've really done much there other than looking for gifts. And we might have gotten a little bit of malachite while we were there, maybe. But as a primary resource, I'm not... it could be underground, above ground, I don't know. But if we do a mining run, we can bring our new handy-dandy
Canisters.
medium resource canisters instead of bringing the storage silos.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, I forgot to mention one thing as well. This is dynamite. This was a new addition.
Well, it wasn't a new addition. They just added a new function to it to be able to blow up actual stuff. You know, debris into scrap. Items that can be scrapped.
Is a button repeater. No idea what the hell they do yet. But this is part of the new logic. Thing. Basically, you would press this, and it would, when activated, also activates any target items. So, if I were to, I can't remember how to do it because it won't let me do it for some reason. There you go. There's target pins. So I've got nothing I can use it on. So you would put your target pin like to that, and then if you press it, you could see that the target pin flashed. So it's sending a signal to the... It's a shredder, but, you know, it's the only example I could think of. But you can do... So if I attach it to the shredder, I can then... Okay, I can't, because I've attached it. This demonstration's not going correct. So I take the pin, I press F to create the segment, which puts that on the floor. And then if I press F there, that's what's... So basically I've put one on the floor, which I can then branch off and, I don't know, example, attach it to the shelter. So if I press the button repeater, it's not going to do anything because it's not set to a machine that can actually function. But if it was set to something like a smelter, furnace? Is it a furnace or a smelter in this game?
Furnace? Yeah. Oh, it's both. It's called a smelting furnace.
Okay. Well, so if I attached it to that with another sensor attached to the button repeater, say a power sensor, I then press this button, it would then turn them on or off. I believe. Don't hold me to that because I am not sure. I've not messed around with them. So then you just, basically, to pick them up, you just click it, no, click it, that's not working correctly, I don't think. Oh yeah, press F to remove your segment pin. Why are you... No. Okay, well that's just not working properly. Can I now... Okay, it's bugged out on me. Never mind. But yeah, you get the idea. If you were to put that to a sensor, you could turn these on and off and stuff like that. It's basically consider it redstone for Astroneer, where consider it Minecraft's redstone, but Astroneer's version, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a way of triggering different things, because what we haven't really unlocked and played with is the different types of sensors for like power sensors, storage sensors, things like that. So that you'd hook up, the repeater to those types of sensors, where that sensor triggers, it will then trigger the repeater, which then can in turn toggle something on or off.
What are the sensors under? It's back.
Probably under backpack stuff, maybe?
Small print. No, it's not. Unless we've got. Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's on tier 2.
I was going to say, is it tier 2?
Yeah, you get the power sensor, storage sensor, battery sensor.
Yeah. No idea what they do as of yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still going to play with those. I mean, based on the examples, I mean, like, you can have certain power sensors to toggle stuff on or off, depending on, like, whether or not batteries are, like, full or not. Storage sensors so that, like, if a storage container, like, gets a resource, it'll toggle on a robo arm, to actually move it. And there's the power sensor, which I think is basically kind of a has not power trigger, whereas the battery sensor is a kind of battery level trigger type of thing, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, like I said, we're not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of neat, but the way it's set up just seems a little awkward to me.
Okay, so
I made up another medium storage canister.
Yeah.
We're gonna want 4 of them to grab all the copper we need.
Yeah.
So outside of that, we just need pretty much the regular gamut of things. We're gonna need some. Make sure we have tether bundles, because we're gonna have to go tethering. I'll make up the. I'm gonna have to make up a beacon, which I think I might have to go get some more quartz to do. So I think that is quartz to make. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping we already have a beacon there, but in the off chance that we don't, for whatever reason, I'd like to make sure that we have one, because we're both a bit fuzzy on exactly what happened on Calidor. Apparently, what happens on Calidor stays on Calidor.
Yeah, it's a bit like it's a bit like when you the saying is, or the saying that a lot of people say is, what happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam, because Amsterdam's you well renowned for it.
Yeah, well, here of course the reference is Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. See, I've kind of wanted to visit Vegas, but it's not my type of thing. I'm not interested in the gambling side of Vegas. I mean,
nor am I. I mean, I went to Vegas years ago when I was right out of high school, me and a couple of buddies went cross country,
Yeah.
and we spent outside of the actual travel time. The main focus was my buddy. His parents were staying in Vegas for a week.
Hmm.
And so he already basically had kind of a room there, and we decided to make it kind of a bit of a mega like a mega trip. So Vegas for a week, but we gave ourselves a week to travel from, where we are in Massachusetts on the East Coast over to Vegas.
Christ.
Yeah. And then we spent a week in Vegas. Then from Vegas, went over to the West Coast, and then drove all the way back. So it was a 3-week trek across country. And but yeah, the week in Vegas was interesting because I don't really have much interest in gambling either. And we were and we were 18 at the time, so it's like we couldn't drink or anything while we were in Vegas, so we weren't really interested in that. But to be honest with you, one of my favorite things was the buffets. Because we were there for a week, and almost every meal was a buffet, but never the same buffet.
Yeah.
Because every hotel has its own buffet, and there's other buffets going on. It's a buffet of buffets.
Do you remember where you stayed?
We stayed at the Mirage.
Okay.
And it was the Mirage Hotel is where we stayed, which was a bit of a change because when we were doing the cross country in the vehicles, we just went ahead and
motels.
No, we did that once, but the majority of the trip we did campgrounds.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of planned it out ahead of time on our route, and so every night we basically make it to another campground, set up camp, set up the tents, and do that, and then head out in the morning. And it was a fun trip. It took us. It was the end of week 2 when we finally went for the jugular on each other, as far as finally just having enough of this close proximity. But that was fine. I mean, we had a bit of an explosive, outburst, and then we were fine after that.
Yeah. But see, for me, Vegas, I'd like to go around the sites, looking at sites of Vegas. I mean, I just probably not.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of cool stuff there, and that was the other thing we did is we went around to all the different hotels, because there's a lot of cool architecture, with the different hotels.
Did you?
There was a big kind of gaming center there.
Yeah.
That we went to, and which was actually kind of cool because this was back in 1998, and
so
they didn't have they didn't use tokens or anything. It was actually just a card. So you put money on a card, and then when you went up to the arcade machine, you just slide the card in and then just play.
Did you see
and it would automatically deduct.
Was the Sahara still there? Was it the Sahara Hotel or whatever the hell it was? The one that had it was one of them that had a roller coaster there.
The Sahara Hotel. Who's that made? Oh yeah, that's the. Yeah, because that's one of the really old ones. I think we went through there. I don't remember, because there's the I think what you're talking about is the one the tower one, the Space Needle-ish type of thing. Because there's one that has a bit of a roller coaster on top of a I forget what it's called.
No, but then If it's one within, there was one. There was a roller coaster that went sort of kind of round the grounds or through the grounds, because it was in a NASCAR themed restaurant.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one.
There is one where there's like a New York skyline, and there was one there, but I'm just trying to think. I'll be jealous. Probably wouldn't interest you, but did you see the Bellagio and the fountains?
Yeah.
Damn it! Now I'm jealous. Basically, the reason why I've got kind of a little bit of an asphyxiation with the fountains of the Bellagio is because it's wet design. And for the people that actually watch the channel who know that I've been to Efteling, Aquanura is also designed by wet design.
Okay.
The Dubai fountains are also designed by wet design as well. But the problem with the Dubai fountains and the Bellagio is they don't have... They were designed for just pure white light, if that makes sense. When they designed the shows, they weren't like, whereas Aquanura has got multicolored lights and stuff. It was a different design. Like, they designed it the same way they designed the Bellagio and the Dubai, but it was because Efteling told them what they wanted, that's why it was different to what you see at the Bellagio and the Dubai fountains. And I've always wanted to see the Bellagios. Even before I went to Efteling, that was always one thing I wanted to see. That and Cirque du Soleil. I'm kind of gutted that when I went to Florida, never got the chance to see them.
Yeah.
And I was gutted even more when they decided to bring Allegria to the UK. And I couldn't go. I was so gutted. Because Allegria was one of the favourite ones of mine, of theirs. But I always wanted to see O. You know, the one where they do the stuff in the water.
Yeah.
That was at Las Vegas at one point. Because they rotate the shows around, but that was one of the big ones, was O at Vegas. And did you ever hear of the movie called... There was Cirque du Soleil the movie, and it was kind of a combination of a lot of the Cirque du Soleil.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
The acts. It was based around the acts, and they turned it into this movie, and some of the characters within... Every character within the movie was... I think every character or a couple of the characters? A couple of the characters I think were actors, but then the rest were actually in the Cirque. They were actual performers from the Cirque. And then there was obviously Cirque du Soleil Worlds of... God, I remember the days. I like the movie. Worlds Away, or something like that.
Right.
It's basically it's based on a lot of their shows, but it's based around I can't really describe it. it has a lot of Beatles. It has a lot of Beatles songs in it. That's for certain.
Okay.
But it's a combination of all their shows, and basically the beginning. I'm not actually for people that have never seen it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's a combination of combination of I can't think what else. What other shows they've done that spring to mind. It's not a combination of like Allegria and stuff like that, but it's you know what shows they are when you sort of see them. You know what they're from.
Right.
It's a good movie. I mean, it's short. I mean, well, an hour and a half or whatever. But it's basically, to begin with, she ends up visiting like a circus, state fair, where there's this guy performing, and she basically, to put a Hotel Transylvania spin on it, she sort of zings with him. In other words, it's like love at first sight type of thing.
Right.
But yeah, I won't really spoil it anymore. It's interesting because it goes through the different shows while she's searching for him. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And oh, that's interesting. SpaceX are having a launch. Going off on a tangent. But
All right. I just cleaned up our tethers down in the mine.
yeah, that's fine.
I just shifted them all to the side, so they're not, to allow for driving clearance.
Yeah, I was just waiting to see what you were. But I think we will end this episode here in a minute, and then next episode, are we blasting off somewhere?
Yeah, we'll head to Calidor. I'm just grabbing. I just got sidetracked with setting up some other stuff, and I'm currently working my way over to some quartz.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna mine up a little bit of that just because I need to make that beacon.
Yeah. So there's a song I actually have on my Spotify. I won't play it because it is copyright. It's actually called Love Dance. It's Cirque du Soleil. And it's from Ka. That's what that one's from. And there is a couple of I think it's Battlefield as well. Is in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember if there's any more in there. But like I say, that is one of them that is part of the movie, and that's the one that I like because it's quite a nice track. But yeah, no, Allegria is my favourite Cirque du Soleil album. But yeah, I'm gonna end this one here, and then is there anything we need to? What are we doing? Are we taking a medium rover? We're gonna take medium rovers, or are we actually what we're gonna do for going over Calidor? Or do we have a rover? I don't even know. If
I think we're just gonna tether.
Okay, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun.
So I mean that might change between now and next time, but
yeah.
But yeah,
Fun.
we'll figure that out in between.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna end this one here. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to give us a follow on Twitch as well. It's twitch.tv/GameTime UK+. If you haven't checked out the merchandise store, be sure to check that out. The link for that is in the description. We have some nice collections there, and we will be adding more to that as well. So yeah, until next time guys, goodbye for now.
Later.